So, the President of the United States of America is planning to build one of the craziest walls one of the craziest walls on the border between Mexico and the United States. So it's estimated that the wall would be 1,900 miles long, and it will cost 21.6 billion US dollars. It's a massive wall. Takes several men, machineries, and even years to complete that wall. So the President Trump regime issued an open call for proposals of designs for that wall. A number of people gave their designs, including some extra functions on top of securing the border. So the first proposal was of a wall fitted with solar panels to generate electrical power. So on top of securing the border, it will also produce electricity through use of the solar panels. This was a proposal by Grayson Partners LLC from Las Vegas. The wall could generate enough power to pay for its own construction in 20 years. That is what the company claims, the Grayson Partners LLC. The second proposal was by Wesley Thompson, Hiroshi Kaneko, and Josie Baldina. For them, they say they want instead of a wall, the United States should construct a park shared by Mexico and the United States. A game park, I guess. The third proposal was quite funny. It's about it's from Pena Group, which is they were proposing that they should construct a one-way plexiglass wall. So a one-way plexiglass wall is a wall where only the people from the United States side are able to see what is happening in Mexico side, but the people on the Mexico side cannot be able to see what's happening in the United States side of the border. That is the one-way plexiglass wall. So selfish of them. Just to want to see what's happening in your neighbor's compound, but your neighbor can't see you while you are watching. This is snippy. The fourth one was a hyperloop wall powered by solar farms. And this, according to the designers, could cost 1 trillion, which is far too high than the 21 billion US dollars, which was initially suggested. So it will be a transportation network, which is serving as a border wall. Up to this point, you should note that some of these proposals are just a protest against the construction of a wall on the US-Mexico border. The other proposal is a pink prison wall. This was suggested by Mexican architects from Studio 3.14. It should be 1,954 miles, and they called it prison wall, just in protest for the construction of the wall. For the designers, they settled on pink, because Trump said it should be beautiful. So pink is beautiful. The prison wall, which is pink prison wall, will include a prison that could serve as a home for 11 million Mexicans who Trump wants to deport back home to Mexico. So that is basically some of the designs which have been submitted to Homeland Security in the United States for review and maybe consideration. So we don't know which type of wall they will settle on, whether it is the pink prison wall, whether it will be the Hyperloop wall, which is powered by solar farms, whether they would settle on a one-way plexi wall by Pena Group from Texas, or whether they will build a back shared by Mexico and the United States, as suggested by Wesley Thompson, Hiroshi Kaneko, and Josie Baldner. Finally, they might settle on a wall filled with solar panels to generate electricity, as suggested by Grayson Partners LLC from Las Vegas. Don't mind, there are some dogs barking in the background. The wall could generate enough power to pay its construction costs in 2 decades. So it is a wait and see